When did you find out your child's biggest secret? My husband and I had a child very young. I was 17 when I got pregnant with Mason. My parents kicked me out, his disowned him, and we struggled for years. I worked 3 jobs while getting my GED. He dropped out of college to work full-time. We missed so many of Mason's first moments, first steps, first words, because we were always working. We promised each other that when Mason turned 18, we'd throw him the biggest party imaginable. Things got better. My husband started a business that took off, and I finished college. We were finally stable. For Mason's 18th, we rented out an entire venue, ordered a custom cake, hired a DJ, and invited all his friends. My husband and I planned to stay for the first hour, then leave to give the kids space. But the morning of the party, my grandmother fell and broke her hip. I told my husband I'd drive and he could stay, but Mason said he'd feel guilty if only one of us went. So we went together. We had to drive 3 hours to the hospital, leaving Mason and his friends at the house. I felt terrible canceling, so we told him to still have friends over. We still have a nanny cam in the living room, and I told Mason we'd check it if we got worried. I didn't actually plan to watch, just wanted him to behave. Around midnight, I couldn't sleep, so I pulled up the feed. I expected to see pizza boxes, video games, maybe some beer. Instead, I saw my son sitting alone on the couch, a single candle in front of him. He was crying. No friends and no party. He sang happy birthday to himself and blew out the candle. Then he took out his phone and started texting. He took a selfie and I checked it. He had posted it with the caption, "Best birthday ever." My heart shattered. I found out later that he'd been bullied all through high school. The friends we thought he had were just kids who pretended to like him when we were around. No one showed up to his party. We drove home immediately. When we got there at 3 a.m., he was asleep on the couch. We didn't wake him. The next morning, he acted like everything was fine. "Great party, Mom, thanks." I wanted to tell him I knew, but I couldn't bring myself to embarrass him further. We felt awful, so we did a redo and invited all the family. Originally, it was just supposed to be people stopping by to congratulate him, but we went all out again. Thankfully, college changed things for him. By his 19th, he had real friends to celebrate with, and I was so relieved. I even told him to come by the next day just in case, but instead he showed up with all his friends, laughing and happy.